Merry Christmas everyone, happy holidays, and if you do not celebrate anything at all, enjoy your free vacation. We are coming up on the end of the year, and I welcome you back to Before You Summon, the show where I keep complaining about absolutely everything that Sekai has to offer, and I am not planning on stopping. As the year is wrapping up, we are coming up on our last event. This is the final marathon event of the year, being Draw Your Bow in This White World, which will start December 21st. This is a mixed event, with the attribute being cute. The mixed focus characters therefore being Mafuyu, Shizuku, Shiho, Airi, and finally, more Jump Kaito. And since we had 2 events in a row with rather alright team building, of course this event is super weird and really hard to build around. Why do you keep doing this, Colorful Palette? I don't get it. The biggest reason for this is that this is a mixed event, meaning that only the virtual singer that is focused for the event can give the 50% bonus. This means that Kaito is the only virtual singer that is able to ever give the 50% bonus, granted that he has the right unit tag, in this case being more jump, and the correct attribute, in this case being cute. There is no cute more jump Kaito card, and we cannot fill it in with someone else. But if we ignore Kaito for a second, the characters with a 50% bonus are as follows. We have a single 1-star in the form of the Shizuku card. We have 4 available 2-stars, being Airi, Shiho, Mafuyu, and Shizuku of course, since those are the focus characters. All 4 focus characters are also available as a 3-star in the form of the original Shiho and Mafuyu, the delivery service Shizuku, and finally the wedding Airi from this year. There are 7 available 4-stars, 3 of which are limited. The limited 4-stars include the Mafuyu from the currently rerunning Intersecting Melodies gacha is available, and the Shizuku and the Shiho from the 2 Moon Rabbits gacha is also available with the 50% bonus. As for the 4 permanent 4-stars, we have the Airi from the More Smile gacha, the Shiho from the Twilight Parade gacha, the Mafuyu from Now That I Tie My Ribbon, and finally the Airi from Dear Me to My Future Self. And as an extra bonus, we have a singular birthday card available in the form of the new Happy Birthday 2022 Shizuku card. There are 2 cards with a 40% bonus in the Virtual Singer category at least. These 2 cards being the 1-star for Kaito and the Happy Anniversary card for Kaito. While it is not the worst event we have ever seen, I do hate it when events turn out like this. Though unlike gachas such as Adolescent and Rainbow Canvas that we've seen the same problem in, here Kaito is a part of the gacha, meaning that he is available with a 70% bonus if you were to pick him up. But this puts a lot of people in a weird position where they might feel like they have to summon to be able to keep up with tiering if they do not play very much. Or they have to substitute Kaito for someone completely different with a 25% bonus. The fact that the event roster overall is fine with the 4 available 2-stars, 4 available 3-stars, and at least 4 solid choices for permanent cards makes this lack of a virtual singer so much more apparent. It is far from the worst event we've ever seen, but it still peeves me to no end that there is no real option to put in that slot except for a 1-star, or if you're lucky and have the Happy Birthday card. The birthday cards are, after all, limited cards, and they are only available for a short amount of time, and they take a lot of gems to summon that not everyone wanna put into a card with a single artwork, and not a particularly great skill, all things considered. but I do hope that people can at least put together a decent team to be able to keep up with the tiering of this event, or just keep up in general with getting all the items they want from the event shop, as this can be a rather stingy event with how it looks. And I do want to preface, do not summon from the gacha just to try to snipe the Kaito if you're not certain you want this card. I keep saying that you should summon from what makes you happy, but you should not pick up this Kaito just because it will help you in this event. That's a bad form to do. Do not spend your gems just to get a better team comp. Do not do it. You need to save. But that's enough rambling about the poor card selection. Let's get on to the card and costume showcase. So the question is, have these cards seen any use on the Japanese server as far as we can currently see? And this time around, 2 of the cards have seen use, and the third one has seen a theoretical technical use, if you wanna be picky about it. The Kaito and the Shizuku will see use through the event Retied Friendship, that is a more jump focused cute event where Kaito is actually the focus virtual singer. This event will run from April 21st to April 28th and has Shizuku, Airi and Haruka as the focus characters in the gacha. This means that Kaito once again is in that clinched position where he doesn't have a cute card if you have not actually picked up this card from this event. Therefore, this Kaito will be quite valuable in the form of being the only cute more jump Kaito card, and will most likely see use sometimes during year 4 if more jump gets another cute event. Shizuku, on the other hand, is, as I said, available in the gacha and therefore has slightly less value when it comes to reusability, especially since Shizuku already has alternative options when it comes to cute cards, both in the form of of 3 stars and the limited 2 Moon Rabbits gacha. As for Mafuyu, she will see theoretical use in the World Link event, but this argument goes for every single 4-star in the game, as we are currently coming up on the next World Link event soon. I will therefore not make the argument that it is really a worthwhile summon for this Mafuyu from the notion of a World Link event, and instead will just mention that yes, she will theoretically see use through this event, but so will all her other cards. So, should you summon from this gacha? And as always, the answer to this question is yes, if you want these cards. You should always summon from the gachas that make you happy, since there is no meta to follow in Project Sekai. But I will preface that this is a permanent event, and therefore these cards will enter the gacha pool once the event ends. I will also say, while the card art is super pretty for this event, I do think that these costumes are rather lacking in their fitting on the character models, as they aren't quite as elegant as I would have wished them to be. You could also argue that the costumes are rather lacking in their design, as they are very plain and very mild, I would call it. But that is besides the point. Of course, I will say that the Kaito has rather high value for being a permanent card, since he's going to see use in a gacha where he is theoretically needed. But it's worth pointing out that Retied Friendship is a Mormoi Jump focused event, meaning that every single virtual singer with the Mormoi Jump tag in the cute attribute will give the 50% bonus during this event, meaning that the Kaito is not necessary, but he is theoretically the focus virtual singer of this event. So while I would want to summon from this event with how pretty the card art is and how much I like Shizuku and Kaito, I cannot really argue for doing so personally. I don't think that the costumes or the cards are good enough to warrant dropping the 90,000 gems or 300 summons required to pick one of them out just to get a better team build for this event alone. Especially with the next event having a colorful fest that a lot of people are looking forward to, and also the fact that a lot of the gachas during year 3 are really strong. We have the Sin Run coming up in April, we have Sanrio in December, etc, etc. But with that, I think I will wrap it up for this time. Thank you for watching. If you are so kind, could you please leave a comment telling me how you feel about Draw Your Bow in This White World? I really love to hear your opinions and discuss with you about your different tastes and views on things. While you're down there, could you also maybe subscribe, leave a like, ring the bell, and share it with a friend if you have the time. These things really do help my channel to grow, even if it not might seem like it. And with that, let's get out for the week, everyone.